Hey Texas, happy Saturday and welcome back to the Connect Show Tex. We are bringing you another inspirational show to help you with your level up, and I am here with my beautiful co-host Amanda.
Hey, how are you doing, Wendy? Wendy, I'm so pleased to be a part of a show that celebrates women every week. It's so empowering.
Yes, Amanda. And, today we continue to celebrate and elevate with our special guest, our own very guest, coming up in just a moment. But first, let's get into some hot topics. We love to do that at the beginning of the show. And speaking of women in business, there's a new law to protect pregnant workers. Although pregnant workers are already protected against being fired or any other discrimination on the basis of pregnancy, childbirth, or related medical conditions through the EEOC. But however, Pregnant Workers Fairness Act, or PWFA, is a new law that requires employers to provide reasonable accommodations to a pregnant worker due to known limitations related to that pregnancy. So these accommodations can include a seat closer to parking, access to water, and things just like that. Wow. Were you aware of this, Amanda?
No, but amen.
Yeah, and that's huge. Literally. It's so huge. When you think about it, it's just amazing how we can do that. And that it could be really uncomfortable to be pregnant, in the beginning and also towards the end. So what a great thing, to have these accommodations, because it will make things so much easier and the workplace runs so much smoother, in my opinion. But anyway, so also in other hot topics, reportedly, banks are tightening up on business loans. I hear recently the Federal Reserve reported that the U.S. banks are expected to tighten their loan standards in this second half of the year. This is due in part to higher interest rates, which, we know about all that, and the uncertainty of the economy. But what does this mean for small businesses? Well, with higher interest rates and stricter credit terms, it will be difficult for small businesses to gain capital. Have you seen these? Have you seen this problem, Amanda?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. In fact, my husband text messaged me while I was at the store, the grocery store, and it was shocking. To say the least. Interest rates have gone up again. It just, everyone's getting a little tighter. There's fear, what to do, what not to do. And everyone just has to come together and just keep on keeping on, right? We can't get scared and run away. We need to face this head on. And I know that, it's a cycle, right? So it's going to get better, but it may get worse before it does get better. And those are things that we can learn from, and look at it as a growing tool instead of looking at it as such a negative, even though there is a lot of fear, right? But Wendy, with that being said, we're shifting gears a little bit, and oops, Brittany did it again. After just a year over a marriage, Brittany's current husband, Sam, filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. It is also being reported that he is seeking financial support. The two were together for 6 years, according to a statement Brittany made to fans expressing her disappointment. Fortunately, Brittany had a prenup that reportedly leaves Sam with nothing. Financial support after just a year of marriage? What are your thoughts on that? Should Sam get paid? I don't think so.
Absolutely not. This is the way I look at it. Obviously, she had a prenup, right? And so I believe he goes with what he came in. If there was something that was created together, then I think he absolutely has rights to that. But he came in with what he had. And I don't know. I just feel like that's, that says a lot about your character if you're trying to take more than you came in with. So that's my look on it. I think he should take what's his and she should keep what's hers.
I don't know if you feel this way or not, but I've loved Britney Spears all my life. And I used to glue pictures of her to my wall. And my dad was always like, oh, she's just a fad. She's just a fad. And and she's still a queen, and there's a lot of skepticism about Britney, and is it the real Britney, and this and that. But I feel like you're right. I feel like if they would have built this together, then that would be one thing, but they didn't. And he did know what he was going into, and he did know what he was dealing with, and the comments that he made, and just the presentation of himself. I don't trust him.
Yeah, I'm with you at 1,000%. And, I mean, is that what he came in to the marriage, with those intentions to begin with? So, nope. I say he should go and just go with what he came with, and they go about their business. Poor Brittany, so
I
much
know.
always,
She's always getting the shaft.
yes,
Right?
always,
I feel
yes.
like she puts her heart on the line, literally. I think of that song, "From the Bottom of My Broken Heart." I literally remember singing that.
Well, we're
And I
Team
feel like
Brittany right over here. Well, stay close, Texas. When we come back, we will have Dr. Booth from Austin PSI joining us, and he's going to be sharing what procedures we should consider this fall. So don't
listable, livable, lovable? If the answer is no, you need to give me a call. I'm Jamie Cole with JT Properties and Staging. We provide staging services for both occupied and vacant homes on the market to help sellers get top dollar, working with realtors and homeowners to make selling as stress-free as possible. It's proven that staged homes bring higher offers. We will fill your vacant home to make it a showcase. Staging is always less expensive than your first price reduction. Let's get your property sold today.
Welcome back to the Connect Show. If you're just joining us, we're discussing women empowerment because sometimes we need to encourage each other.
That's right, Amanda. And one of the ways to be empowered is to stay informed. And our next guest makes a lot of effort to keep his patients and potential clients informed. I have already spoken on the great experience that I had with him, and he's back dishing on what is super hot this fall. So please welcome Dr. Booth from Austin PSI back to the show.
Good morning, Wendy and Amanda. It's great to be back.
You are building confidence all across Austin. Tell us what procedures are most popular right now at Austin PSI.
So in the fall, there a lot of the things that are popular revolve around skincare. It's a busy time. Kids are going back to school. It's just a very busy time of year. So in the fall, the things that are most popular are things that have minimal downtime. In skincare, that's typical Botox and fillers, as well as some treatments for skin tightening and skin brightening, resurfacing. Things that are popular in skincare include Soft Wave for skin tightening, Morpheus for skin tightening, for skin resurfacing. A lot of the procedures that don't have a lot of downtime are especially popular in the fall.
There's so many options out there as far as procedures. Why is getting the info out to us so important to you?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, a lot of the procedures are similar. Some are better suited for certain skin types or certain patients. There's a lot of subtle nuances that I know that most patients don't know, and so it's very important to, and also with the recovery and downtime, that we all have different goals, how much treatment effect we're looking for as opposed to versus the downtime. And so it's important to understand the patient's goals as well as have realistic expectations for the treatments that they're seeking.
While we see many women getting implants or breast augmentations, we are also seeing a lot of implant removals these days. When is it time to do that? if ever?
That's another great question. There's really no expiration date on breast implant. And so people ask me all the time, do I need to get them changed every 10 years? And the answer is absolutely not. The time to change it is when you want to change it. And whether that's replacing old implants for new or removing them entirely, there's not a time frame other than what fits you. Okay, so the average lifespan of an implant is 10 years, but that just that means that every 10 years over 10 years our bodies tend to change, our goals tend to change. So women come in who want to upsize their implants or downsize their implants, or they've had multiple pregnancies or their weight fluctuation. And so there's a myriad of things that go into why someone wants to change their breast implants. But like I said, it's really just up to the patient. As far as removing the implants altogether, again, that's something that is up to the patient.
That's great. I'm so glad you answered that, because that is one of the things that it always runs through my mind is how long do we have? So that's great information. I also love that Austin PSI offers consultations with advanced technology. Can you walk us through what one of those consultations can look like?
Absolutely. I would love to. The technology that's available allows us to get even better results than we were able to previously. So, for example, skin tightening is one of the primary technologies that we use as an adjunct to liposuction or any sort of body contouring, abdominoplasty or tummy tuck, as it's better known. So there's only so much amount of skin retraction that you'll get with standard liposuction, and so with the various technologies that we have, like ultrasound or radio frequency, we can actually achieve greater definition, better results without compromising the patient safety or affecting the recovery much.
Dr. Booth, you also mentioned earlier we're going into the fall, so procedures that are requested are changing. You offer some non-invasive procedures. Can you tell us a little bit more in depth about those procedures?
Absolutely, happy to talk about that. So especially in the fall, I mean, any time of year really, but certain schedules, I mean, that you don't have as much downtime. And so there are different treatments for skin tightening, skin brightening, that go deeper into the different depths of the skin, which then affect the downtime. And so it really just depends on how much treatment, how aggressive we want to be versus how much downtime you have available to you. Certain things like Morpheus, which is radio frequency microneedling, helps skin tightening and as well as skin texture. That has very minimal downtime. Soft wave is a skin lifting, tightening procedure that we have that also has minimal downtime versus some of our laser therapies, which go deeper, have a little bit more significant downtime.
With so many options to choose from, how can a woman determine which one is best for her?
We talked about earlier, I think the best thing is to come in for a consultation, and we can better understand the patient's goals, what are the patient's concerns, what is and what are the expectations, what are the goals of the treatment, and how much downtime the patient can reasonably expect to have. It's important to us that patients be informed, and not only offering them the best treatment, but also that they can have good expectations on how long it's going to take to achieve the results that they want.
Well, Dr. Booth, it's been a couple of weeks or a couple of months since I've been to see you, but I'll be stopping by soon. I can feel my body saying it's time. You need to go see Dr. Booth, and you need to see everyone at APSI. Thank you so much for keeping our viewers informed. We appreciate you, Dr. Booth, and we love you so much here at the Connect Network. Please leave us with your website and social media handles so that our guests can connect with you, can make an appointment and come see you as well.
Thank you so much, Winnie and Amanda. We'd love to hear from our viewers and patients. You can reach us on TikTok and Instagram at Dr. Booth Plastic Surgery. And for skincare, it's skin@APSI. Such a pleasure to be on the show, and you're always welcome to come by the office. We love seeing you.
Well, thanks again, Dr. Booth. We always enjoy your time with us here on the show. And all right, all of you out there, you know how sometimes your goals may seem out of reach. Well, our next guest, CEO of luxury private jet company, that's right, PJ company Stella Jets, will tell us how to give your dreams wings. Coming up after this break.
Glam up your routine at Urban Glow Blow Dry Bar. Whether it's company or corporate events, weddings, girls' night out, family pictures, or you just want to get glammed, get blown out and ready to go out at Urban Glow Blow Dry Bar. Located at 3415 North Loop 250 in the Borgata Shopping Center in Midland.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, hello there. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? I've helped many families find their dream homes. Building relationships is my passion and the key to a successful transaction. I may not know cooking, but I know real estate. My name is Stephanie McSwain, and this is what I do.
Hey Texas, we are back, and with us is CEO of Stella Jets, Tia Manzoni. Hello Tia, welcome to the Connect Show Texas. We are super excited and honored to have you with us today.
Thank you, I'm so excited to be here.
Tell us more about your luxury company, Stella Jets, and what you offer.
Absolutely. So Stella Jets is a woman-owned private aviation company. We actually access 7,000 private aircraft worldwide. So we're able to book just about any trip, anywhere, anytime for people who want to fly in the most opulent and efficient way of travel.
Wow, that is incredible. And there's such a small percentage of women in aviation. Can you share a little bit about your journey with us?
Absolutely. So in aviation, less than 10% of pilots are female. Less than 8% of CEOs in aviation are women. And in Fortune 500 companies as a whole, less than 6% of CEOs are women. So coming from male-dominated industries my entire life and having a dream to open a private jet company, I was super excited to get into this industry and kind of open the doors for other women and encourage other women to get involved as well.
That's amazing. Okay, so if my husband and I decided to take a trip on a private jet and we booked with Stella Jets, how does it work? Can you walk us through the process?
For sure. It's a super easy process. And that's part of what we want to always offer our clients is just the most efficient booking process that there is. So you can do one of two things. You could call us and speak to one of our private aviation specialists, or you can go on our website, which is stellajets.com, and fill out a form. It's super simple information, just like if you were going to book a flight on Expedia or one of those sites. So it's very easy questions to answer. And then we have aviation specialists that are assigned directly to you and your trip. So they know everything about which jets are the best ones to travel. They ask you questions like, are you carrying golf clubs, or is a pet traveling with you, to make sure they get you the right aircraft. And they take care of everything for you. We can even take care of ground transportation. If you have an anniversary, we can put flower arrangements and champagne on board. There's just nothing that we don't handle in-house for you to make it super easy.
So fancy. I love it. And you have such a beautiful selection of jets. So how does a person or a group decide which to choose? I know you mentioned, going on to your website and you have the simple form to fill out, but what are some differences of private versus coach? Can you give us the vision, like paint the picture for us?
Yeah, for sure. That's a great question. There are several different types of aircraft out there, and huge differences between a light jet, a mid-sized jet, or a commercial airliner. So a lot of times we have clients who fly private often and they know exactly what they want. But if that's not the case, our private aviation specialist knows everything about every jet there is for you. So it makes it a lot easier. You don't have have to go in and kind of scroll through and figure out what's the best one, how many miles it can travel, how many people it can seat. We do all that work for you. And sometimes we have people who just want to get from A to B for, as inexpensive as possible. And then we have other people who want that luxury. They say, hey, I want a couch. I want room for my kids to run up and down the aisle during the flight. And our specialists help find that exact fit just for you.
Wow, it sounds like you have it all. So earlier in the show, we were discussing women celebrating and empowering one another. And you've had such an incredible experience thus far leading up to owning Stella Jet, not to mention conquering cancer. And now you're in the business, so dreams never have to end. What tips do you have for our female entrepreneurs out there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's important that you surround yourself with other women who have some of the same intentions that you do. As far as cancer, I realized that there were so many things that I wanted to do and I had been putting off for so long. And I just wasn't going to put that off any longer. And so having a group of women around you that empower you and you empower them, finding women who are good at things you're not good at, but someone that you can offer your expertise back to, and just really making a solid circle and helping each other, emotionally, professionally, and financially. You'd just be amazed at how far you can go when you go together with goodwill and good intentions. Because I think a lot of times we are who holds us back, right? And so I think a couple things are, I believe that, God gives you a dream to show you what your capabilities are. And once you have that dream in your mind, once you write a dream down, it becomes a goal. And once you break a goal down, it becomes a reality. So I think those are always the first steps. You have to believe in yourself, write it down to make it a goal, break it down to turn it into a reality. And then on a separate piece of paper, write down all of your excuses, valid or not, all of your reasons for not going after your dreams right now. Write them on a piece of paper and then set it on fire and do it anyway.
You're amazing. You're so amazing. I mean, here, just owning a private jet company seems just like something out of reach. And here you are, this amazing, excuse my language, boss babe, owning a private jet company. This is just so amazing, and I'm so excited for you. So my next question is, what would you say to someone who their goal is to ride in a private jet, but they think it's too extravagant or too expensive to explore?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have people that call and say, well, I thought this would be the same as flying first class. And what I would say to that is, you're chartering the entire aircraft. So if you can imagine buying every seat on a commercial airliner, how much that would cost, it's slightly cheaper than that. But if you're wanting to break into it and, and it's on your bucket list or whatever that is, or start flying private, there's different ways that you can get into it that are a little bit more cost effective. One way is to get into semi-private. So that's where you can have a semi-private experience and you get to book by the seat. We actually partner with some semi-private operators. There's limited destinations, but you can book by the seat on those, which is a little bit more cost effective. And you can also go on our website and sign up for what we call empty leg alerts. Those are flights that are already pre-scheduled, and you get the entire aircraft, but you get it for a fraction of the cost because it's an empty leg scheduled flight already. So those are some of the ways I would say you can kind of get in and get a taste for flying private for a fraction of the cost. And then of course, keep going after your dreams until you can fly as often as you want to, any way you'd like.
Now that sounds like a great investment to me, right, Amanda?
Yeah, I want to go already. Let's go, Wendy.
So how can we find you and all of your inspiration and your great vibes you brought with you today? Tell us what your social media handle is and how can we book with Stella Jet?
Yes, we are across all social media as Stella Jets, and our website is stellajets.com.
Tia, thank you so much for being with us here today. It was so much fun, and I think Amanda and I are ready to book our private jet now. So Texas, we hope you are enjoying your Saturday so far. We will take a quick break and be right back.
Relationship, positive attitude, dynamic, success, and excellence. These are the values to ensure a stress-free and seamless mortgage loan. Hi, I'm Nikki with the Platinum Group at Benchmark Mortgage. As a residential loan officer with more than 17 years of experience, I know how to take the hassle out of the borrowing process and get you into the home of your dreams. My team is focused on building relationships, and we do whatever it takes to ensure a dynamic and successful experience every step of the way.
And I am a social media coach for women entrepreneurs who know they are on a mission to change the world with their business, but are struggling with how to market themselves authentically to their ideal client on social media. I can help you go from overwhelmed and confused on what to post to creating effective and impactful content that converts your followers into customers. Head to my website to grab your free course, Instagram 101 for Business, and learn the strategies I use to grow my business in just 6 months.
Welcome back to the Connect Show, Texas. Today has been such an empowering show. From private jets to procedures that are giving, we have learned a lot. But that's all the time we have for today. However, before we go, we have to give another shout out to Barbie. Barbie Beats Batman. Have you seen the movie?
I have.
You have? I have not.
Yeah.
It's officially become Warner Brothers' highest grossing domestic release, making it to the highest grossing Barbie Beats Batman.
I went with my daughters. It was really good. I thought it had a great message. I know everyone has a different opinion on it, but it was really fun. Again, the message, for me, I thought was the main part of going to see the movie, and for my daughters as well. But I know some people, didn't love the message with the movie. I'm surprised. Have you seen it, Amanda?
No, I have not seen it.
I'm surprised with your.
I know I've heard mixed reviews as well. And I know I've heard it's not suitable for children. I heard some things go over their head. I heard people have cried, but it's officially become Warner Brothers' highest grossing domestic release, making it to the highest grossing domestic movie in Warner Brothers Discovery 100-year history. So I need to go check it out.
Yeah, you definitely should. I did read on that, and that's incredible. The previous record holder was The Dark Knight, which generated $536 million in 2008. Warner Brothers has collected more than $1.2 billion at the global box office since its July 21st release. That is crazy. That is like out of this world.
It is out of this world. And shall we all say Queen Power to the female director and powerhouse, Greta G, for her vision in bringing a great story to life.
We would love for you to join us next week at our new time. If you are in West Texas, please check your local listings for our website to keep up with our new broadcast time. And thank you again to our special guests and all of you at home. Until next time, ladies, remember to celebrate and elevate one another. And thanks again for tuning in to the Connect Show, Texas.
You're watching the Connect Network TV on the CW.